So the first thing that we start with when we're examining a joint is inspection. And when you look at Amy's foot and ankle here, the first thing that you want to look for is swelling. Go ahead and raise your ankle up. And right here in this somewhat dead space, and then if we rotate our ankle out, and in this dead space, you'll see that there's somewhat of a hole, and that's a normal joint. If it's swollen, it will swell in this area here and in this area here. You look for bruising, other areas of trauma, and then from there go on to palpation and try to find the areas that hurt. Usually you pick the areas that hurt the most last. So first, to start with identifying landmarks, on the medial side you have a wide deltoid ligament and the medial malleolus of the distal tibia. You have the posterior tibialis tendon, which comes down and inserts on the medial navicular. If you follow that across, you can find the end spot where you get a navicular stress fracture, and it's easy to identify that because you have them raise their big toe, and you identify the extensor hallucis, and then you have them raise their ankle to identify the anterior tibialis, and the spot right between the two is the end spot. Next, you can find the dorsalis pedis pulse just next to the extensor hallucis, this line here. You can find the joint line just by palpating across the soft spots here of the joint. And then the lateral structures, you can identify the base of the fifth metatarsal, which is often fractured in ankle sprain. But just behind that is the cuboid. Just behind that, the soft spot is the sinus tarsi. And then your ligaments, which often are injured in ankle sprains, the anterior talofibular ligament, the calcaneofibular ligament, and the posterior talofibular ligament. And then you identify the peroneal tendons coming down and inserting on the base of the fifth metatarsal. The other structure which is injured in a high ankle sprain is the anterior tibial fibular ligament, which is just above the joint here.